Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about loose leaf and our biodegradable tea bags. So before we look into how to brew tea, we're going to talk about what tea is. It's the same plant, Camellia sinensis, and what differs between the types of tea, your black, your green, your white, is the processing method. And also, just like coffee, the way you brew tea makes a huge impact. We're talking temperature, ratio, and quantity. For the first tea, we're going to look at black tea. It means it's fully oxidized before drying, and that gives it a really nice, strong, bold flavor, and has still preserved some of the nuances from the terroir, from the growing region, and all of that. There's so many different types of black tea, but today we're going to talk about the most popular one we sell at Genuine Tea, the cream of Earl Grey. So for our black teas, we've got our cream of Earl Grey. What's really nice about our labels is that we've got all the instructions over here. And across the board, we're going to do about 1 scoop for a 12-ounce beverage. Now, important thing to remember about black tea is that we're going to be using a higher temperature, so 90 to 95 degrees Celsius. Steep time is between 3 minutes and 5 minutes, depending on the tea. And that's how you serve the killer cream of Earl Grey. So good. So we just brewed our black tea. And on the other end of the spectrum, we're going to look at green tea. Green tea is not oxidized at all. So pretty much after picking and withering, it's steamed or roasted. That way it stops the enzymes from continuing to oxidize tea. This one's a jasmine green tea. It's been perfumed with summer blossom jasmines, and it comes from Fujian, China. We call it imperial jasmine, and it's one of my favorite things. The most important thing to know about green tea, however, is that you need to brew it at a lower temperature with less brew time. Again, all the instructions are here. Important thing to remember about green tea is that we're using less time and less temperature. So really easy to over extract. This jasmine has been perfumed 7 times. And now this water here, it's 75 degrees Celsius, not 95. So if you have access to second temperature, that's great. But if not, you can always add in an ice cube to a hot water. Now I'm using this steeper just in case you want to have the customer served right away. And instead of like waiting for it to steep, this is just another way to brew tea. So we've done a 2-minute steep with 75 degree water. Make sure it's not boiling of the jasmine green tea here. It's so fragrant. This one uses the spring harvest green tea with summer blossom jasmines. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite teas. It's so fragrant, notes of honey, and makes a great iced tea as well. This is honestly a must-have on your tea menu. That's how you make our imperial jasmine green tea. So now we've learned how to brew black tea and green tea. Let's talk about oolong. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. It's a lightly oxidized to heavily oxidized tea. It can be roasted and steamed, and it encompasses the most types of tea in the market. I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite oolongs, milk oolong. It comes from Taiwan, and it's got an excellent floral and buttery flavor. So for this tea, we're looking at an oolong. Looking at milk oolong, it's one of my favorite teas. Again, one thing to remember with oolongs is that we want to keep it at 85 degrees Celsius. So not too hot, not too cold, just kind of between. 1 scoop of this guy, add here. So it's been 5 minutes and our milk oolong is ready. And these gravity steepers are super cool. Great to have, but honestly, you can use any of the steeping methods for any of the teas that you see in this video. The teapot, the infuser, or this. They all work. Milk oolong steeps for a bit longer than usual, but that's so it can get fully unfurl from those curled leaves. And it's really, I'm so excited because this is actually my favorite tea. Super floral, so buttery, super smooth, something I didn't even know tea could taste like. That's milk oolong for me.
For our chamomile lemongrass, we're going to use our paper drawstring tea bags. They're perfect for to-go service and they're home compostable. Available in boxes of 50 or boxes of 1,000, they're simple to use and they even come with instructions right on the back. So we're going to add in a scoop of the chamomile lemongrass, pull the drawstring closed, and drop it into the cup. Add some hot water and you're set. These teas store beautifully in Genuine Tea canisters, and they're complete with custom labels to keep everything organized and stored properly. So if loose leaf isn't your thing, we've got these tea bags available in the 100 bulk boxes, 15 count boxes for retail, and individually wrapped formats. We fill these tea bags with only whole leaf tea. So whatever you're getting loose leaf, you're also getting in these tea bags. They're really beautiful pyramid shape made out of a material called polylactic acid, which is derived from potato starch and sugarcane, so no microplastics, and it's biodegradable. It's really easy too. Just plop it in a cup, fill it with water.
That was how you make loose leaf tea and incorporate a tea bag program as well. It's getting hot here in Vancouver, and I really would love to quench my thirst with an iced tea. That's in the next video, so stick around and learn how to make some delicious, flavorful iced tea ready for the summer.